Hi, this is Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And my project today is this box that holds Ghirardelli chocolate squares. It holds 4 of them. And I use the Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper, the Gather Together stamp set, and the Essential Tag Punch. I also use the ribbon combo pack on this that goes with the suite. Okay, so let's start it off with a piece of the Designer Series paper that is 9.5 by 5, and you want to cut it if you have a directional paper so that you cut it while the skinny end is facing up and down when you cut the 5 inches, okay? Alrighty, get our Simply Score. And we're going to work on the 9.5 inch side first. And we're going to score at 1/2, 2 1/4, 3 3/4, 5 3/4, 7 1/4, and 9. Then we're going to turn it to the 5 inch side, and we're going to score at 1 1/2 and at 3 1/2. Okay. And this is what we want to do. Okay. So with this one, again, we're basically taking off the 4 corners and just cutting these tabs free. Alrighty, so I'm going to fold and burnish. And you don't have to press as hard with this paper as you do with cardstock. And the outside ones that are only 1/2 inch, we're going to fold backwards. Or you could just leave them straight till the end if you wanted to. Okay. All right, now we're going to hold it up and down. I don't know which is the best way for you to see. Let's see. I think this way is the best. All right, so we're going to start with it long ways. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut out the skinny rectangle right here and then the bigger rectangle right there. Well, we're going to cut past them and cut all the way past the square also, but we're not going to cut this off, okay? So we're going to go on just on the inside of the score line, and we're going to cut past the skinny rectangle, the long rectangle in the opposite direction, and then the square, okay? And then we're just going to turn it, and we're going to cut the 2 pieces on the bottom off. Okay, so that's the rectangle and the skinny rectangle and the one above it. Okay, so we're left with this. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing on all 4 sides. So we're going to cut right to this side of the score mark. Okay, and then we're going to turn it this way and just cut off the end 2 pieces. Okay, and then you turn it all the way around and you do the same exact thing. And then we're cutting off this. And there's no wedging in this one, so you don't have to worry about that this time. And I just cut off to the inside of the score line, so there's no bumpily stuff on the outside left. Ooh, I almost cut that wrong because I'm chatting. Okay. And it should match up with this one. Yeah, perfect. And I'll just leave this here a second so that you can maybe get a screenshot. This side's probably better. Okay, then we're going to flip it over And you so technically, because it is paper to paper, you can use regular seal or Seal Plus, but I'm going to use tear and tape. You know, and I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, it's going to close like this. So I want to put it on this edge and on this edge. We're putting it on all of the tabs that we kind of cut free. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, and I'm gonna do the top, the one of this side at a time, and then we'll peel these after. Okay, and we're going to want to take this line here and square it with this line. And then this line with this line here. Okay, and this is going to be the back because our pictures are going down, so this side is going to be the front. All right, after I attach that side, I'm just going to pull the tape off of the other side, and I just pulled this entire piece right off of there. I guess I didn't secure it down enough. Let's see. There we go. I think it was the end of my roll. Hopefully this will work. Yeah, and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to attach this line here with this line and make it straight. Okay. Alrighty. And that's the box, basically. Okay, now I'm going to put in my Ghirardellis. I still, in my Walmart, Target, I have not been able to find the holiday ones at all. Alright, so I'm going to put them under. I put them facing this way because this keeps these two nicely spread out. But I mean, you don't have to do it that way. And I put in 4. 3 is good too, but 4 pretty much goes right up to the top. But it doesn't go over. Okay, see? And then these are going to come together like that. Okay, now we need a larger hole punch. So I'm just going to use the bigger side of my crocodile. And you only need 1 hole for this. Oopsie. We should have probably done this before I put my candy in. That's all right. Okay, and I tried to make it so that the hole is closer to the bottom than the top because this is pretty thick ribbon we're using. Which way where did it go? Oh, here it is. Okay, we're using the whole combo pack today. It is the metallic copper Basketweave. I'm sorry, what is it? Basketweave and metallic ribbon combo pack. Alrighty. So first we're going to put in a length of the Basketweave. And this is really pretty thick ribbon. That's why I used the bigger hole. Alright, and it's just going to go, I can probably cut it off. There we go. I'm just using my fabric scissors because it's pretty thick. All right. And then I'm going to take the copper, but we didn't do the stamping yet. So I'm just going to tie a little knot to keep it shut. Okay, and this one didn't cut very nicely, so I'm gonna go like that and like that. That's good. All right, and I'll just cut this off for now. Okay, now for the stamping part of the evening or the morning. We need some mint macaron and some Cajun Craze and the essential tag punch. Okay, we're going to cut one in mint macaron and one in Cajun Craze. Okie dokie. Now, for the stamping, we're going to stamp on the mint macaron, and I'm using the Gather Together stamp set. And with mint macaron, I'm using, like, it looks to me like a wheat, some gathered wheat, and I'm going to put that right on there. Okay, and that was mint macaron ink. And then I'm going to stamp the sentiment Season of Thanks with Early Espresso. And I'm going to put that towards the bottom. Okay. All right, and now for the Cajun Craze. On this one, I didn't do it. I didn't think of it until after, but I really want to. I'm going to use the Basketweave embossing folder, which is from the Wrapped in Texture embossing folders. I'm thinking this is they don't say it's Basketweave, but I consider it to be almost identical to the weave on the ribbon. So I'm going to put this through and I'll be right back. Okay, looks beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know. Okay, it gives it a very pretty texture. All right, and what I'm going to do is, I think on this one I just put a little out, but this one I'm going to put a little bit more out because I want people to see that. All right, and I'm going to use liquid glue because this has embossing on it now. I'll just put it right there. And then I'm going to put it down like that. I'm going to take my regular hole punch, which I don't know where it is, so I'll use the smaller edge of the crocodile, and I'm going to punch it right in the middle of the green, the mint macaron. I'm going to do that, not in between, in the middle of the two of them. And then I'm just going to add it on to this and tie a pretty bow. And I think this is about a 1/16 of an inch hole, and this one is, I think, 1/8 of an inch hole. Okay, and then And again, I'm just going to snip. Snip. And there you go. There's your Ghirardelli holders. Yeah, I think I do like it better with the little bit of the texture on there. It looks very pretty. Thank you so much for joining me today. I would love it if you would subscribe, and if you liked what you saw today, I would love it if you would hit the like button. And if you would like to buy any of the supplies that I used today, my address is right at the top of the screen. It's katherinetiemann.stampinup.net. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. Bye.